Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jeffrey Epstein Show. I'm your host, Bobby Capucci, and this is Daily Drop number 23. All right, so we're going to be talking about our good friend Prince Andrew again today. This SOB has the audacity to have some of his friends come out and say that he believes that those pictures were doctored. The ones we've been talking about, the ones he's with Virginia Joffrey, and he even says the one that he was with Epstein at Central Park. Oh, it was set up according to his friends. So that's the story for today, and we're gonna jump into it here in a second. It was originally run by the London Times, the Sunday Times, and it was picked up by all the other outlets. And we're going to read the New York Post's version of this story. So let's dive right in and see what we got. Headline: Prince Andrew's pals hire experts to debunk pics linking to Jeffrey Epstein. Prince Andrew's inner circle has hired forensic experts to examine key photos linking him to the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, insisting they were faked as part of an elaborate stitch-up, according to a report Sunday. Already, stop, pause. An elaborate stitch-up, huh? What you're involved in is an elaborate cover-up, my friend. The Duke of York's friends hired specialists amid claims that the now infamous photo of him with his arm around Epstein's accuser, Virginia Roberts Joffrey, was faked, according to the Sunday Times of London. There is something decidedly wrong about it, a source told the paper. Pause. A source? Who is this source? One of his minions, one of his bootlickers, I'm sure. You know, the ones that run around and get down on their hands and knees and let him stand on their back to hop onto his horse so they can go play their game of polo. Those sources? His food taster, maybe? I don't understand. Who are these sources? Quote-unquote sources. And experts. I love that word, too. The experts. No names, but just the experts. Who are the experts? We're just supposed to know? Isn't that part of the story? Aren't you going to tell us about the experts? All right, back to the article. The experts are also probing the equally notorious photo of the prince and the pedophile strolling through Central Park in 2010, suggesting that it may have been a setup by Epstein, according to the report. Oh, so that was a setup, but none of the other stuff was, right? You had nothing to do with Virginia Roberts Joffrey, right, buddy? Nothing. You were never involved. You saw nothing. You heard nothing. I mean, and after he went to prison and you still went and hung out with him, that was just because you guys were going to break up. I mean, that's what men do. We fly across the ocean to break up with our friends. Give me an absolute break. Nobody's buying what you're selling here, Princey boy. Forensics experts, oh, here we go again, the experts. Forensics experts were first hired to examine claims that Andrew's hands are not chubby enough to be real in the 2001 photo with Joffrey, who was 17 at the time and claims they had sex just moments later, according to the report. All right, so we're at a point where he's relying on us believing that these photos are doctored and that his fingers aren't his real fingers are the ones that are in this picture. This is what he has, what we're supposed to rely on as his evidence. Do you think this would hold up in a court of law? You really think that under cross-examination this evidence would hold up in a court of law? Does he have an alibi? Does he have witnesses? No. All he has is his elite status and his people protecting him because of who he is. While these girls suffer through the name-calling, the stigma, most of them suffer through drug addiction now and other problems because they were abused by these sick sons of bitches. It's absolutely disgusting. The expert has already suggested it is weird that Joffrey is wearing the exact same outfit 2 months later at a party in Saint-Tropez with supermodel Naomi Campbell, the Sunday Times says. Well, I can answer that. What if Epstein wanted her to wear that outfit? Did you guys ever think about that? What if Epstein said to her, hey, you're wearing this outfit, that's the end of it, I think you look good in it, I want you to wear it. And furthermore, And furthermore, Naomi Campbell, you need to answer some questions as well. Why you on this island? You didn't see nothing? This dude had a temple on his island. This dude had a temple on his island. What the F was that for? What was going on in that temple? I mean, I know it sounds like some Alex Jones level crazy nonsense, but old boy had a temple on the island. Facts. Prince Andrew does not recognize the photo, and the more you look at it, the odder it gets, a source told the paper. The Duke is 6 foot. Virginia Roberts is 5'3". There are certainly not 9 inches between them. There is something decidedly wrong about it. Your defense is so flimsy and so thin if you're relying on this to keep you out of the clink. Because you, my friend, are in big trouble. What if you weren't standing up straight? Did we examine that? What if your posture was off? Did we examine that? No, we didn't. These people are incredibly sick, and this is all part of the enabling that goes on, not just with guys like Epstein, but with the people around him, the super rich that think whatever they do is okay. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they do. And this case just puts a nice little bow on it for all of us. They do not care. Andrew's friends have previously insisted to the same paper that the royal only visited Epstein in 2010 to break off their friendship after the pedophile was a convicted sex abuser. I touched on this a second ago. All the guys listening right now, can I get some comments from you guys? Are you guys going to fly out across the ocean to break up a friendship with a dude that's been convicted of child molestation? Any of you guys out there? Nah, I didn't think so. This dude is lying, all right? Straight up lying. I don't know what he was involved with Epstein. I don't know what Epstein had on him. But old boy here is playing games, big-time games, and he's getting away with it. People are letting him get away with it. But I will say this. At least he's being put before the question by the English media, the press in England. Here in America, we have guys like Bill Richardson, Bill Clinton, Dershowitz, all these dudes running around who were supposedly with girls under Jeffrey Epstein's eye and in his atmosphere, and there's no one talking about it. Just us. Here we are out on an island like a bunch of, like they make us out to be the crazies while they're going ham on their silly ass stories that nobody gives a crap about on a daily basis. I mean, really? Now they say the team of experts is looking into photos captured of the pair during the visit, claiming they may have been orchestrated by Epstein to help boost his image, according to the report. Boost his image? How? Like Prince Andrew is some scion of light, some a pillar of the community. He's nothing but propaganda. He was made by the English press and the propaganda, and even they don't really like the dude. Let's be real. All right? He was over there because Epstein had blackmail material on him. He owned him. He was in his pocket. And Epstein was going to do whatever he wanted to do. And Andrew was trying to mitigate that by heading over and telling him, look, we have to minimize our contact. We can't be seen with each other, et cetera, et cetera. But don't worry, I'm still there. I still got your back. When they went for that walk, it was a random act, the source told the paper, suggesting a photographer was hired to capture the pair. Bro, come on, man. I want to know who this source is. This source should just put his name on it. Let's see some receipts. Put your name behind this right here, because this is BS right now, all right? The protection team never saw a photo being taken. The only way it could have been taken is from a height. It is taken from an apartment looking down on the park. They were waiting, the source insisted. It was pre-planned. Only Epstein knew where they were going to walk. The Duke had no idea where he was going. Yeah, woe is me. The poor Duke, the poor Prince of the Blood, had no idea. He was not. Come on, how you would never be involved in this. We've never had royals that were sick people. I mean, it's just so out to left field. You guys are all crazy that are listening in right now, that are tuning in. We're all just nuts. This guy, there's nothing to see here. Folks, come on, keep it moving. We have more important things to talk about. Flight logs that seemingly put Andrew and Joffrey on the same plane together are not reliable, the source also told the Sunday Times. But you are? You're reliable? An unnamed source? We're going to rely on what you have to say to us? Give me a break. At least half of them the Duke absolutely could not have been on, the source claimed. Let's see some receipts. Let's see the receipts. Why aren't you talking to the FBI yet, Prince? Why do you have your surrogates out doing your legwork, Prince? Andrew has denied all the claims against him, insisting he was clueless. Yeah, we agree on that. About his friend's depraved side. His Royal Highness deplores the exploitation of any human being and the suggestion he would condone, participate in, or encourage any such behavior is abhorrent, Buckingham Palace said in August. Come on, man. Nobody's buying it. Look, nobody's buying it. Nobody is buying your story, Prince Handsy Andy. We're not buying it. They're not buying it in Alaska. They're not buying it in Singapore. They're not buying it in Australia. They're not buying it in South Africa. They're not buying it anywhere but Windsor Castle. And I'm sure they're not all buying it there either. You got a lot of questions to answer, my man, just like the rest of the people that were involved in this case. You all have questions to answer, and I got news for you. I have news for you. We're coming. You can't stop the momentum that's been built up now. We are coming as a group. One gnat is annoying. 10 million gnats you can't breathe. We're going to find answers in this case. We're going to have our answers, and you're going to provide answers for what your involvement was, and everybody else. You're not going to be protected by your bloodline. You're not going to be protected by your money, and you're certainly not going to be protected by the devious intelligence groups that have set all of this into motion. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. We'll be back tomorrow with another daily drop, and we'll keep this train moving.